Okay, so me letterlijk canando. Tá buscando un camino para me actually like film my podcast. Okay, me no sé cómo vamos a escuchar me, but yeah, I wanted to show y'all mani naturaleza, because I really do enjoy mani naturaleza, and look how pretty everything is. Mami, look at again. Maybe you can see my feet. Yeah. So I'm walking here. It weird actually pretty bad. I was here to kijk ko. Pero me daba echt que gewoon da un tiki de naturaleza while I talk about this topic. But yeah. Hi guys, dankie sowieso pas escuchar if podcast ko me daba ting semana pasada. I really do appreciate all the feedback. Me da appreciate tu rene go post me da appreciate tur every fucking single comment. I'm sorry, me da gewoon hope excited. Me da letterlijk walking in the rain. Da echt een vibe low-key. Pero mi camera no porco agua. So how smart is this? I don't know. Pero yeah, I really wanted to make un video también. Paso tiene avisa ko they really didn't miss a video part the podcast, which I totally understand. And so I will me doy por ba cater to that. You're gonna have to work with me though. Paso mi echt no samane una mi buta mi camera. Turca mi natiende un style. Anto it's starting to rain very, very hard. Mira, por ba, esconde un palo. Okay, so I was seru ako mizakay. Mizasi po sambuwak. Oh my god, mi camera da turmo. I just need to figure out umna pa me actually buy kung no tabay get me wet. So while I figure that out, yeah, gewoon hang tight. Okay. Hi guys, so I think me abinikas back because it started raining very, very, very hard. Put me put insert body clips. But yeah, I hope you bisa kunanta but I want my face. It's nice ko basta na pensa asina. I really do appreciate talking towards the camera. Dus me da echt probando di, make it more of a video. Y menos de just mi stem. Dus I might be putting this on Spotify. On the página de Spotify. Have fun listening to me. And then ang kutawa miri by YouTube. Like, you can see my face. You can see everything. So, yeah. Okay, so promego nos começar. Me quero gewoon land un tiki. En dan me po gewoon explain why I feel so inspired to talk about this. Yeah, so agora me estava um talk com um colega, um classgenoot de me, and she was saying like a lot of these things kom me da maneira damn like me da echt relate com a maneira que eu bota pensando, me da echt relate com o picos que eu bota pensando, cause ela wa com me estava um podcast, ela wa com uma poster on my TikTok, and she was like, oh me as wa com like tra un remix. Me awako ba un podcast about healthy relationships. And I was like, yeah, I did do that. And she's like, kung un healthy relationship talaga pa abo, kiko de cosas ni mas importante, blah, blah. Anyways, we had this whole talk, and now I feel so inspired to do this podcast. So, a podcast aquí, tabaita about choosing yourself. Como yene. This one is about choosing yourself, whether anyways. This is about choosing yourself, whether I feel like but it's very important to choose yourself at the end of the day. And what I mean with that is simplemente be giving. I know that about myself. Mayoría de my friends don't know be giving. And so it's important to know qué tipo de boundaries puedo set. Y no solamente ese, es very important para no perder momentos o dentro de una relación. Como gente mujer, a lot of the women I know, ta gente na be giving. Mi mama ta giving. Mi abuela ta giving. I am giving. I feel like it's a generational thing, seka a mí. Ando si mi wak rond, en a rondo di mi tamela así, no. So it's very important to know when you are giving too much of yourself, when it's time to reel it back in, when it's important pa abomis, focus riba bomis. And we be actually basta difícil pa bo mane ripara. Cause how the hell am I gonna realize that si está bien natural, si está algo que me gusta, si está algo que gewoon, it comes very naturally to me, you know? And so we were talking, and ami taba bisano ko, aya pa sa amin, I realized, you know what? I haven't been prioritizing myself. I haven't been prioritizing myself. Then my relationship, pero gewoon in general, gewoon fuera de relationship, ainda boda un persona. And it's very important for you to know, I still have my life. My boyfriend still has his life. My partner still has his life. It's very important that we find balance between, okay, so eko kimikas con my relationship, but I'm still an individual. Ainda me my own person. Ainda I make my own decisions. Como yun mo vooral si bota ami. I'm not gonna speak for all the women because I'm just gonna speak for myself, okay? Just ami ari para di mi mes. Como you know what? Mi freida asina un bon leader de nos relationship. Kutimia I literally shut my mind off. Kom letterlijk dat gewoon leave everything for him to figure out. So that's something I realized in me. You know what? Sometimes I really am that person. Where are we going? Oh, busaka ba uno sabay? Okay, perfect. Mino ni vraag me mensen af, nada. Mino ta kansa mi kabes. Letterlijk, allow me that space. Pa mino me se worry con nada. But at the same time, you really wanna have a little bit of dependence ainda, porque still have some responsibility for yourself, you know? Dus is het wat algo ko ami mestera agri para, okay girl, like, wat bij vakantie, met bij vakantie por ejemplo, con mi roman, con mi vrij, mira letterlijk like aan those figure everything out, and I'm just like, I'm really just a girl, and it's good. It's good that I have that, but at the same time, till what point? It gets to a point where it's like, okay, pero ¿quién amita gewoon fuera de mi relationship? Kiko ami gusta, Kiko, what's my thing? You know, sometimes, bota hasi turcos como a couple, and I'm not the type of person who hasi turcos como a couple. I have been that type of person, and I learned from that, and I grew from that, and I healed from that. I'm not in days with a struggle, so I'm not gonna say that helemaal perfect and stuff. I'm not in days with a struggle with this. Pero I do realize que mi freita so un person and the hope bia si pawakpong hene amber subida no da cambia masha. The man is able to balance his relationship and still keep his private life in check. It still keeps so individuality in check. Hope bia ta nos como ende moe te sungu da que da duna te perde bu mes de relación, and that's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm not gonna say que no porta mane amber que te queda duna da pera su mes de relación. But I feel like door ko hene muita un tiki mas nurturing, more caring, no está más feminine in that sense. I feel like it's a bit different. But I could still see con un hene amber también pera no mes de relación in a pretty similar way. So it's very important para vos okay. Mi freita su persona, a mí también persona, how are we gonna balance this? How are we gonna communicate to make sure que both feel safe while I'm still doing my own thing? You know, I feel safe while you're doing your own thing. Like, that's very important. It's very important to have that conversation. Anto a mí personalmente, in a relationship con mi tawoki, I have the trust. I'm comfortable enough I can still discover and get to know more about myself while having a stable foundation. Kuno paso ang awoki, if I hang out with my girls, I'm gonna get shit when I get back home. Paso ang inokemi by hang out ko otro yende. No, it's not like that at all. You know? Pero hope importante. Ito hope importante. Vooral when you're in your 20s, you're in your prime. And ekoi mijn klasgenoot, letterlijk, she reminded me that, like, she's like, when you're in your 20s, you're in your prime. No te un mío temporada para botar single. Being in a relationship is a choice. No de una persona, pero de dos personas. And it's very important to respect that, you know? Door me dat in a relationship, me da papel con anche hopi también, so simply, this is my reality, you know? So, por that, I'm not in a relationship, so you can't really relate with what I'm saying about centering yourself. But I feel like tú tienes to relate to it in some sense. Whether it's demo friendships, now it's very important to still, you know, have your standards now, having gewoon hin en haar rondo die boeken dat veel manier, okay, you know, I can be completely myself around you, sin ningún problema. It's about discovering yourself. De sense challenge por mí, vaya así otro tipo de cosas como no llegaría así. You know, like those, I'm talking about gewoon, Bambi is gewoon, being un gente mujer, gewoon in general, is literally very important to put yourself first. Prioritize yourself. No le haga bo vida pasa bo dilante. Porque está experiencing life. Doing things for the plot. Acordando como tem free will. Very important. Very, very important. Paso mesmo coisa que tem que porta ter um relationship, nada lubida arriba na mes. Tem que dar lubida na mes dentro trabalho. Tem que dar lubida na mes den I don't even know, den school. Tem que dar lubida na mes den it could be anything, den familia. Like it's very important to prioritize yourself. Un voorbeeld tu reconnago ma mencionar. Porta bot un trado, anda boda trama chatando mes. Anto ora voy a casa boda mane, okay, like my day's over. I don't have anything else. Como por así. That's you low-key tunando e poder na bo trabalho pa remove the ability to maybe do something for yourself afterwards. Hope you que tá cansado después de trabalho, which is very normal, which is understandable. Pero no olvida que o dia não acaba. Mesmo com suporta com família. Maybe someone around you is sick. Maybe someone around you tá struggling mentally. No tá passando não tá struggle, but também Mr. struggle. That's not fair. Corda focus on your own health. It's very important to prioritize yourself in that. Kung mi dabei estoy num outro ende, si su mental health tá malo, pero di mi tá going to shit. You know, it's about focusing ribe coisa não tá sibo contendo no lubi da bo mes den processo. And this is not even for the women anymore. This is for the givers. Pena que tá lá le queda duna, pero não nos sobra nada mais. Corda aí na bo cup, prometo bo na cup de outro. Honestly, wow. No, pero letterlijk. I've been a giver, letterlijk, voor ora como estava da chiquita, dia chawe, ainda I consider myself um ene que gusta duna. Ta ora ma bine Holanda, me ari para how damaging that could be. And being a giver is not a bad thing. Being a taker, I don't know what to say about that. Pero being a giver no ta mal cos. Ep cos más importante ta knowing when to stop. Knowing your boundaries. Knowing okay, I walk you see like this. Te aquí nang anto niet verder. You know, that's very important. I've had hobby friends. Porta niet eens, mina niet consider those friends. I've had people in the past who tabala like take. So, take, letterlijk te ora minuting nada más. And I don't even blame them. I blame myself. But so letterlijk, why did you not have grenzen in place? Why did you not have boundaries pa proteger voor dit tipo de cosas nang boundaries letterlijk the foundation pa começar. Having boundaries pa bomes ta letterlijk you giving yourself back e respect que você merece. Letterlijk. Si we not in boundaries, it could be not being able to say no. Putting yourself in situação na caminho você como não tá bezig te worden respectar. It could be eating unhealthy. It could be anything. Gewoon not respecting yourself. That one of the most damaging things you could do. And the disciplina dat komt erbij kijken. Discipline, dat hoop je important is. Si je disciplina, I applaud you. I'm still working on it. Pero letterlijk, I think having discipline is another thing that echt you dabo keep your boundaries in place. Disciplina tá letterlijk by gym despite not wanting to. Disciplina tá saying no when you know que normalmente lo avisa sí, which is also a boundary. Pero tá disciplina to keep practicing that. Tá disciplina to letterlijk, I don't even have more examples, let me think. Tá disciplina to say no to that one guy que queda approachable, sabiendo que no sabe valor. Those are all forms of discipline, mostrando mesmo self-love. Discipline is self-love. Assim na mitad aqui. Like, even though I do struggle with discipline sometimes, being disciplined is one of the best ways para mostrar mesmo que você estima mesmo. Paso, como você vai trust outro ende, se você não pode trust mesmo, ora bom não tá respeitar a própria palavra. Se me pensa, me vai gym amanhã, não me queda assim, vai. That's not hurting anybody else, balva a mim. So, with that said, work on that. I'm also working on that. Another thing, como eu tava daqui para pedir, também é making friendships. So, eu vou dar um little self-reflection diary. A mim não sabe como eu vai chamar vídeo aqui. We're gonna figure it out together, okay? Pero another thing, making friendships. Pablo, make new friends. Pablo, start a new relationship. Pablo, start relationships in general. Não tem a ver com platonic relationships, you know? Pablo, start platonic relationships. It's very important for you to even have boundaries. Sa que você quer em persona. I really like what girls now pull out their little list and then decide, this is what I want in a man. That's very important. Si você llega así, okay, make sure you do that. Make sure you have a little list, okay, this is what I require in a relationship. This is what I find important in a relationship. This is the type of man que eu date. Okay, so, si você não sabe o que você quer, it's very easy for boundaries to get crossed. So, same thing for friendships. So, a mim tá ende que eu be giving, like I said. Me dá buscar friends ang rondo de mim, que dá style mesmo comigo, que gosta assim mesmo gostam comigo, que por comunicar, que me dá waco, like, you know what? I kind of like the place where you're at. But it's very important also para você simplesmente mané. Eu conheço que me esteja em friendship, and this is what I'm not gonna accept. Si a mim dá bom em comunicar, então a não dá bom em comunicar, will the friendship work? Si a mim um giver, e a um taker, and a take, so, is the friendship gonna work? Si me dá emotionally intelligent, e a dá emotionally unintelligent, is the friendship gonna work? Those are very important things. Very, very important things. Like, conhecer mesmo assim na bom, ora com gente dentro da minha vida, this is a potential friend, and then I'm cross the boundary, but I'm able to walk away from that and be like, okay, but aqui a persona aqui pode é muito leuk como individual, é muito fun person to hang out with, pero eu não tá by add to my life, because letterlijk eu não tenho ecos não com me mester em friendship, and sometimes that's all love. Sometimes eu quero gewoon letterlijk respetando não e respetando por mesmo. Como you know what, this is simply not gonna work. No pasó por shitty person, então a mim não anda cubo pasó, oh, I think all of this of myself. No. Simplemente pasó, it will not work. Pasó, no está con dos diferentes tipos de persona. And that's okay. And that's literally fine. And I say the cos ko hopi ende mes assim ainda a mitad ko hopi ende tá wak mané, oh, você é a pessoa que não tá andando comigo. Now it's beef. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes simplemente we are not aligned, and that's okay. It's all love, you know? So yeah, I'm emptying my chest right now. Another thing, stop being so available to hone in general. Stop being so available. Have your own life. Timbo plans lang. Schedule your own things. Lagayin na siya respetar o tempo. Não tem nada mais bonita que hinan ko ta kung respetar o tempo. Hinan ko não ta respetar o tempo. Ta hinan ko não ta respetar abo. Very important. Always go to places where you are appreciated. Always go to places where you are appreciated. A mim está estudando social work. Na Holanda aqui, ora me bisabo, não te aprecia social workers de tanto e, pode aqui nem salários. So, e não acaba, você não comida pensar, go to places where you are appreciated. Você não sabe como é mesmo bateria água, depende onde está, seu valor está subir. Vai airport, bateria água está custando mais tanto. Know where you are appreciated, go there. Period. Go there. And it's like that style advice for like the older people. Pues a mí no sa king tour tawag mi. Mi sa ko ti mucho young nang ko tawag mi love sweeties. Besitos. Kisses. Anyways, it's like that older people. Well, a mí sowieso mi dos años. I do have to say, me nothing that much life experience. I mean, I don't basta life experience for my age. Pero at the same time, me nota de ng 30 ni din ng 40. But I do want to say, me da wak in grande nang bibia saddle. Pas nang kami noting hindi humber nang mas in the market. I don't know what it's like to date ding that e. Pero what I can say is, nota importa como tu hindi mas grande. You still deserve what you want. You still deserve e tipo de amor que botava daqui na chiquito, ainda você deserve na grande. So, se você sentir que, oh, para uma vida mais grande, eu que tenho menos em amor, all the good men are already taken, kiko, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, because I'm sure que você tem em amor, que também dá pensar mesmo coisa. Maybe there's love in that, there's beauty in that, pero letterlijk, do not settle. Do not settle para gente que pode não mitar de lo que a está willing to give. That's not love. Love, para ora gente tá saco nanda mitar and nanda actually work on becoming a better person for you. Building a man is not love. It really isn't, and it's not cute. Building a man is not love. It is not. Walking away from that, botin turmi respeto, turmi respeto. Se you will walk away because you know you deserve better, botin turmi respeto. Letterlijk, you have all my respect. Okay. Another thing, this is for the kids. Se botin 13, 14, 15, 16 anos, anto gente de 25, 23, gente arriba de 18 anos approach you, that is not love. That is not love. Também quando tem 18 anos, 17 ando nada letterlijk tempo range, 2 anos verschil, kuko, that is not love. That is not love. Listen from me. Midi 2 anos. Learn from my mistakes, y'all. Please. Okay? Yeah. Dat de ora bo cresce, ando botin mi edad, bo da waki ku precies mi kemen. I can never, new hene hamber komitin de mi vida a woki na tinu, could ever date mucha ding nan teens nang. It's giving pedophile, okay? This, with that said. Me da kere mi da bay end the episode aqui na nang paso mi lat no samaski ko mi bisa. I know this was a little bit all over the place, pero ko kita gewoon tiki general advice, I guess. Me da echt apreciar ko bastang escucha de final. Always, and forever. Very grateful. Ko me da finally like feel mane I'm getting called to do this. I mean, for so long. I feel like it's gonna give me another reason to live, you know? I like that. I like that for myself. But yeah, dankie pa bing. Dankie pa bye. Thank you for listening. Very grateful. Anto, yeah, me espera bastanting simang bendicional. Me espera turbos ng dreams na come true. Me espera letterlijk. But give yourself some of that love that you give to others. Okay? Have a blessed week, y'all. Take care of yourself. And always put yourself first. Okay? Besitos.